You know, I feel like it's a little cliche to say this, but I never thought I was going to make this video. And everybody says that, every YouTuber says that when they make videos like this or videos of a similar caliber. But I truly did not feel like I was going to be in a position like this. And instead of just ducking out, I wanted to at least give y'all an explanation and explain what's going to happen going forward and why I am making this decision as suddenly as I am. So as you can see from the title of this video, I am taking what I am calling an indefinite hiatus. Now, for those of y'all who might not understand that, that means I will be taking a break from YouTube for an unlimited amount of time. That doesn't mean forever, but it's an undetermined amount of time. I have gotten to the point where, and this is just heartbreaking for me to say, I have gotten to where YouTube is becoming more stress than it is fun. And honestly, I never thought I'd hear those words coming out of my mouth, because for the past 10 years, YouTube has been something that I have been incredibly passionate about. It's something that has always been on my mind. It's something that I enjoy doing all the time. It's always on my mind. Whenever I don't upload a video, I always am thinking about it, thinking like, I don't want to leave people hanging. I want to get another video out as soon as possible. But unfortunately, in the past, I would say, few months to a year, it has gotten to the point where I am just not having much fun with it. The steam and the passion that I used to have for YouTube is dwindling. And I am not one of those channels that is going to put on a face and act like I'm having fun, pretend I'm having fun, just to pump out content and get stuff on the channel. I want things to be as genuine as possible. And I feel like all the things that have been going on that have led me to the breaking point that made me decide that I need to step away, if I kept going and I tried to keep making content, it would show in videos that I was not having fun. And I never want it to be like that. I don't want to do that to you guys. Anything that I put out, I want to be genuine. I want to have it presented in a way that shows I'm having fun and I'm not faking anything. And usually I'm pretty lighthearted and banter and make jokes in these vlogs, but this is I'm serious about this, guys. I have been anxious and stressed about this for the past couple of days. And what ended up being the breaking point, I'll get to that in a minute. Some of the factors that have led to me making this decision are that, I think the biggest one is that I'm getting married in less than 3 months. I remember talking to y'all back in January, or maybe it was late December of 2022, but I made a vlog talking about what I was going to do for 2023, and I talked about how I had proposed to my fiance Hallie, and we're getting married in about 2.5 months, which means I am starting a family then. And even if my passion was still there, and even if I was still having just as much fun as I used to, I wouldn't be able to keep doing it anyway. My job is becoming more and more consuming of my time. I work full-time now, 39, 40 hours a week, sometimes longer than that if I have to stay later. I'm about to start a family. In a few years, I'll have children, and I'd have no choice but to step away anyway at that time. And I feel like even if that flame was still there, I wouldn't be able to continue going like I have been. And I've tried. I have seriously tried to push through the negativity that I've been feeling, the stress, and I've tried my best to have fun. And a lot of people have been very supportive. A lot of people have said that, especially the content I put out that's been edited by King Seth, who has been fantastic. A lot of people have said that's been great, and that my editing recently has been good, and that they've been enjoying my recent stuff. But it's getting to a point where I just cannot be in that mindset anymore. It is becoming too stressful for me to keep going. Even with King Seth's help, I'm to the point where work is so consuming, the just my job has been so consuming. Like, I know I just said that. It's getting to the point where it's unsustainable. And I can't keep going like this. It's going to show in videos that I am not having fun, and I'm not doing that to y'all. What finally put the nail in the coffin for me to decide to go on this hiatus is Genius's Christmas X. And I've been working on that extensively past couple months, month and a half, really. I didn't get started on it until November, writing the script, and I should have started on it way earlier. And the two main stars of it, Spencer Eldridge and his fiancée Tay, last night officially are not with the project anymore. They said that they don't want to be part of it, and I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm just going to tell y'all that they're not part of it anymore. And without them, the project falls apart. As y'all know, for people who have kept up with Genius's Christmas, especially last year, the story was completely centered around Clone Bud and Spencer and Hallie and Tay. Those were the four main characters last year, and that was what the story this year was going to follow. And without Spencer and Tay now, that story completely falls apart. And that I think that was what I would say it was another grain of sand in a heap. I'm sure y'all have heard that phrase. And them leaving the project and therefore the story not being able to work after that, it made me realize how much time and stress I've put into this project and how I've just been so stressed over YouTube. The amount of time I have put into it is just, it's becoming too much. And that was the final nail in the coffin for me, along with being stressed, starting a family soon, not being able to pull off Genius's Christmas X like that. That finally made me decide that was it. I have to step away. Real quick, I'm going to at least explain to y'all what Genius's Christmas X was going to be, because it was going to be the finale. It was going to be the ending of the Genius's Christmas series. Year 9 left off on a cliffhanger that it was revealed that Bud and Spencer were clones the whole time, and the real Bud and Spencer were in an unknown location, and Hallie and Tay escape from the clones and begin to hunt for the real Bud and Spencer, while the clones contact Mallrat, who is a clone himself in this story. That's revealed. That was going to be a big reveal in Year 10, or Genius Christmas X, that Mallrat himself was a clone, and that's why he was just suddenly evil in this story, because it kind of just came out of nowhere that he was evil and making supernatural evil clones, and it was going to turn out that he was a clone himself. But the story was going to pick up with Spencer and Tay finding Santa Bud homeless, and it would go from there that they team up with Santa Bud to find the clones of Bud and Spencer. They find them, trick the clones into showing them where the real Bud and Spencer are, and then the clones escape. The real Bud and Spencer team up with Hallie, Tay, and Santa Bud to hunt down the clones and end everything once and for all, and the clones ambush them, and Santa Bud ends up sacrificing himself and dying. I was actually going to have Santa Bud die and sacrifice himself at the end of Genius Christmas X, and that whole thing being canceled because the two main stars are not involved anymore, that I think that's what kind of pushed me over the edge, and it made me realize that all of what I've done with YouTube the past year or two, trust me, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think all of that were just grains of sand in a heap piling up. And but yeah, that's what Genius's Christmas X was gonna be, and I can't do that anymore for obvious reasons, as I've explained. So that's what that was gonna be, and I hope y'all at least could understand that that's where the story was gonna go. And it just breaks my heart that I can't go through with that story, at least not in the way that I wanted to. There are so many things that I want to say, and the big thing is the amount of people that I have met along the way all the friends I've made on this website, just the love and support that I have seen in my 10 years on this platform has been nothing short of amazing. And it's another reason that it breaks me that I have to do this. But again, I'm not going to pretend that I'm enjoying myself, because that would reflect in my content. But I'm going to be around. I don't want to say that I am quitting outright, because initially I was. I was going to record this very vlog last night and say flat out I'm quitting. But I thought about it, and I was like, look, I just need a very long break from everything to de-stress and move on with my life a little bit and get things straightened out in that regard. And if the time comes later down the road that presents an opportunity for me to hop back in, I could do that. I have the means. I've got all my equipment here. I'm not leaving this house anytime soon. But for now, for an unknown amount of time, I'm going to need to step away. I will be around. I'm going to stay in contact with people, and I'll still be gaming with people. And you may occasionally see me doing the occasional Twitch stream. Sometimes I'll be gaming with some people like Apex or other games, and I might put that up on Twitch and do some streaming there. So if y'all would like to see those, it may not be games that y'all are entirely interested in, but for those of you who are, follow my Twitch. I may try to stream on Kick as well, but I might stick to Twitch at first, and I might make a Kick account for that. But that's another story for another time. For now, follow my Twitch. If y'all might want to see me doing the occasional stream here and there. But as for YouTube, I'm going to step away. But what I do want to add is, and King Seth 64, let me just say, I know you're watching this, man. The amount of gratitude that I have for what you have done for this channel in the short time that you have worked for me is nothing short of amazing. And King Seth was the first one that I told about this. He was the first person that I came to and said, look, I'm quitting, or I'm not quitting, but I need a break from YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And I had a couple of requests for him. And this vlog is not going to be the very last thing that y'all see before I go on my hiatus. King Seth said, for one, in place of a Genius Christmas X, he is willing to put together a Genius Christmas marathon of all of the previous years of Genius Christmas, all in one video. For those of you who have not seen the other years of Genius Christmas, this streamlined marathon will be available. I don't know when King Seth's going to finish it, but he will have that available for y'all to watch all the years of Genius Christmas all in one go. And y'all had that. And one other request that I had was that as a send-off on my hiatus, he would do his best to make a gigantic NextGenius compilation of all of the best moments on this channel, out of all of my videos and stuff. And that's going to take him a while, so I wouldn't expect that anytime soon, but that's something that he is willing to tackle as a, again, like a going-away party of sorts. But yeah, I think I have gone over everything that's on my mind, everybody that I have met on this platform. There are so many people. Of course, there's Davey, there's Tom, there's Nick, there's Mallrat, there's Monroe, there's Naley, there's Carbon Duck, there's Tripster60, and all the people that I'm close to in my Discord server. There are so many people that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. That, if I don't mention your name, it's because I didn't forget you. It's just there's so many people that I'm super close to on there. PJ, Flame, Spencer, everybody that I have met on this platform has completely altered my life in a good way. But I need time, and a lot of it. And it breaks my heart to do that. I know that there are people that enjoy my stuff, and I don't want to let y'all down, but I also do not want to put out content that is not genuine. And I know that a lot of people are going to be in the comments saying, like, no, bud, don't go. And I appreciate y'all not wanting me to leave. But I don't feel like I have a choice. I feel like I need to take a lot of time off to focus on real life and to better myself. Because, again, the stress that YouTube has been dropping on me, it's affecting my health now. It's stressing me out to the point where it's making me feel physically sick. And that's when you know it's time to step away, if it's doing that to you. Once again, I want to thank you guys so very much for all the support, for understanding. And I hope to be back someday. And I hope it's sooner rather than later. And along with the stuff that I mentioned with King Seth, he might also... He has editing permissions on my channel, and he can go in there and upload things that he's made. And there might be a couple of things he might go in there and upload. There's a couple of projects he's been working on involving, like, compilations, like the 5 Stars at Oreos compilation and all that. He hasn't stopped working on that. And he might go in there and upload that. So if y'all see a video like that go up in the next few weeks, know that that's him uploading it as a tribute to me. And of course, I'm not deleting the channel. Y'all can see all the videos that I've uploaded if y'all want to go do a big binge. And I will be around. I won't be super active on Discord, not quite as much as I have been at least, but I'll try to still be around, and I'm hoping, again, sooner rather than later, I can come back to YouTube. I don't know when it'll be, I don't know what it will be, but maybe someday. So, for the last time, for a while, again, I hope it's not a long time, thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting me all this time, for understanding and being patient with me. Be sure to smash that like button if y'all enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if y'all want to keep up to date and maybe be there for when a new video drops in the future. And if y'all want to go and see other old videos on the channel too, they're all there, and I highly recommend you guys go and check them out. But keep an eye out for the Geniuses Christmas Marathon in the next couple weeks, and the Best of Next Genius compilation sometime in the future. Give Seth some time to work on that, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.